Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. Josh show people how they can get in touch with the show. There you go. And okay, let's get back. I've been trying to get my pieces put together on some of the things I'm trying to do. Let's go with one more. Let's go with one more part to the Epstein and the Acosta news conference yesterday. Now, Josh, which one? My computer went off over here. I forgot to plug it up. But which one is it? Put this picture up here. So yesterday at the news conference, I'll give you the picture. It's number 5. They're trying to run this guy out of town, all right? Trying to run this guy out of town, and I'm not going to defend. I don't know all the details. Well, when I say that, I'm not going after him, but I'm not going to sit here and defense all morning of his press conference. I don't know all the details there. So first of all, somebody walks in and says, hey, this is above your pay grade. He belongs to us in the intelligence department. Okay, so this is above your pay grade. You need to slow this thing down. You need to get off the fast track train of putting the guy under the jail because it's not going to work. All right? Acosta says, hey, you know what? I do nothing. He never goes to jail. I stepped in, okay? Now, don't forget, the Democrats are doing everything. So he brings up, and they are going through the roof, he brings up Chrysler. Pronounce that for me. K-R-I-S-C-H-E-R. Chrysler, right? Yeah, Chrysler, all right? He is the Florida state attorney, not federal attorney. He's the Florida state attorney. And this guy says, look, Chrysler, whatever, you got nothing. Epstein was ready to walk. Period. I was not going to let him do that. I wanted to see him go to jail. So, Alexander Acosta on Wednesday blamed a former Florida state prosecutor for mishandling the prosecution of Jeffrey Epstein. Well, the media is flipping out because they're saying, oh, he's using him for a scapegoat. All right, he's attacking him because he made this sweetheart deal for Epstein. They're going nuts. They're trying to run cover for Chuck Schumer and every other Democrat that's taking campaign money from him. They're afraid that the Clintons plural, between Hillary's crimes, what was exposed in the emails, why she destroyed all of the BlackBerries with a hammer, why she took bleach bit to her computer, all the above, why her closest confidant, Uma Abedin, was married to one of the biggest scumbags in New York, the Wiener. Wonder if the Wiener knew the Stein. It's creepy, right? Creepy as hell. They're all trying to run cover this morning, and I got to say, whether you like the guy or not, he's taking the heat. No coincidence. I'm going to stay with that. No, absolutely no coincidence that Donald Trump picked him to be labor secretary. Donald Trump doesn't work that way, okay? He's not that stupid. You think Donald Trump think he picked this guy here. And he come up and he said, I think you'd make a good labor secretary. We vetted you, and in your background, this whole Epstein thing comes up. I think I'll send you for confirmation, which sailed through, folks. Go back and look at how many Democrats voted for this guy. Sailed it right through. So Donald Trump's sitting in the Oval Office. He comes in and he says, you're going to be a liability within 3-4 weeks on my administration, I don't think I need the heat. I don't want to hear it 7 days a week. If you're not labor secretary, I don't have to hear this 7 days a week. But Donald Trump goes forward, because if you'll stop and Google the sex trafficking cases that have been tried, convicted under Trump's administration versus Barack Hussein Obama or Bill Clinton, any of them, you will see the numbers. So let's just bring up Kistler. First, he's a Democrat. That's right, Democrat. Second, he tried for the Clintons to go after Rush Limbaugh. During a press conference Wednesday, Alexander Acosta, the Secretary of Labor and former federal prosecutor in Miami, repeatedly blamed the former Florida state attorney for mishandling the prosecution of Jeffrey Epstein. He didn't mishandle it, folks. He was covering it up for the Clintons. Hell yeah. He was covering this thing up big time. I don't know Epstein. I've never heard him speak. Who's that on the phone? Jeffrey. I understand, Jeffrey, you got those videos and pictures. What the hell do you think I can do about it? I know I don't want them exposed. I don't want them all over the National Enquirer. I don't want that little pecker fella out there at the National Enquirer putting my picture, some little girl's picture on the front page. Well, then you need to do something right now to stop, okay? Hey, he went in, there was a story going to be printed in the Atlantic magazine, okay? Atlantic magazine. And because they were trying to find out, where's this guy get his money? So they were getting ready to do an expo on Epstein in the Atlantic magazine. So it was a while back. And part of it had to do with this young lady that had come forward. And Epstein walked into the editor's office, is the story, and shut that down. That got shut down in that article. It got pulled out. The reporter, if you Google Atlantic reporter Epstein pulled out of the article, I'll try to find it. I read that article yesterday. It got pulled out and shut down. Oh, hell yeah. So you think he picked up a phone, called Bill Clinton and said, hey, this Democrat here in the state of Florida, he's got this case on his table, state prosecutor. What are you going to do about it? I'll fix it, man. Clintons pick up the phone. Can't you just hear it? Look, man, you got to end that. See, it's not when the Clintons picked up the phone, this is my opinion with this state prosecutor, it said Krisker, or whatever the hell his name. He didn't, it wasn't the first time. Because, see, this guy went after Rush Limbaugh for doctor shopping, remember? The Clintons thought when Rush Limbaugh was experiencing pain medication addiction, okay? Flat out. We all remember as Rush fans that, hey, he took some time off. Now, I was listening on the radio the day that Rush talked to his fans, that day. And told his fans the truth, what had happened, and his back surgeries and how he got, we won't go down that road. This is the guy, the Democrat in Florida, that prosecuted the case against Rush Limbaugh. He's also the namesake of the YWCA Humanitarian Award. That's right. That's exactly right. And Epstein said, letting what the state attorney was already to do going forward would have been absolutely awful, he said yesterday in the press conference. Okay? That's what, period, man. Simply put, the Palm Beach State Attorney's Office was ready to let Epstein walk free, no jail time, nothing. Prosecutors in my former office found this to be completely unacceptable, and they became involved. Our office became involved, is what he said yesterday. Now, they have a whole team in there. He doesn't, I mean, you know, he doesn't do everything. He just, if you're the head of the, he's a former federal prosecutor, if you're the head of that department, you just show up on the day you sign things. All right? You might go to one meeting on a case. You have a team. But don't forget, this Florida state attorney, Krisker, a Democrat that went after Rush Limbaugh for the Clintons to try to take him down. That's who we're talking about. Was ready to let Epstein completely walk in Florida. Democrats, folks. Democrats. That's right, fact. Let's go to a short break. I'm going to get off this, but I'm going to tell you right now, what they're trying to do is they're trying to run this as hard as they can to push this guy out. And then you have the whole, we're all the way back to the chaos in the White House, right? The chaos in the White House. And then he becomes a campaign, right? He becomes a poster board for Democrats to get campaign donations, one. And he also becomes a commercial, all right? Oh, yeah. He also becomes a commercial on the chaos. Oh, if you think during the actual campaign, when it's a Democrat and a Republican, if you're not going to start seeing commercials called Chaos in the White House, oh, hell yeah. Remember, they want to push him out. They're forgetting everything else that happened, the Democrats. We can't let them do that. We know the truth. The truth is, you know, would you really like to know how many times Hillary Clinton has actually beat the hell out of Bill? Damn, Hillary, you ain't got to treat me that way. Oh, stop it, damn it, Hillary. Quit calling me all them damn names. I'm not going to answer the cell phone anymore, Hillary. Take us a break.